Welcome to today's training webinar where we will be covering everything around customizing your notifications. Everything from making sure that your notifications have all the correct content in them to making sure that the correct people are receiving the notifications. So we're going to jump straight in here and go to Admin, Custom Notifications. So we brushed over it recently with our one of our tips and tricks, the different abilities to customize notifications. But today we're really going to dive in and cover the different, for instance, different case scenarios, who receives each message, the tags that you can add, all of that, just to make sure that the correct notifications are being sent. All right, so what we have here is the ability for us to edit the custom notifications. There's a little blurb here saying customize the automated email messages that your customers receive from Aimy. Insert dynamic content into your messages, and it just explains the ability for us to drag and drop placeholder codes and reset our codes if we want to return them to the original. So if we go into the first message that we can send from Aimy, will be our parent profile updated. Now this is one that's sent to staff when a parent updates their profile. Now you'll see here that we have available tags. So these are all the tags that you are able to insert into the text at the bottom. And you'll see that, for instance, this one, we have, please note that parent name has updated their profile information on Aimy. This means that their contact name or address information has changed. You can log in to Aimy to see changes. So that's just our standard notification for this one. You can see that in this one, the only tag that's actually used is parent name. Now, if we click preview, it's a great ability for us to see exactly how the notification will look when it sends. You can see that the staff name has already populated in here. So the staff tag that we will add, or that we have the ability to add, we won't add here just for the sake that it already introduces the staff's name at the start of the email. But one thing that we can do, for instance, in this one, if we wanted to elaborate on some of the details around the profile being updated, we can actually say, for instance, this is just a case scenario that we can enter. This profile was updated by, and then we can chuck the updated by tag in here. Just make sure our formatting is correct. By on. We drag the updated on tag into here, so that we just highlight, grab the tag, and pull it in. If you're finding that hard to do, you can just highlight, copy the tag, and then just paste it in there if that is easier for you. So you can see here that we have now updated. Please note that parent name has updated the profile information on Aimy. The profile was updated by the staff that updated it, or the parent that updated it, and when it was. So if we click preview, we can actually get a sense of what this will start to look like when it pulls through to the actual notification. So once we're happy with the changes that we make here, we can just go ahead and click save. And now that tag there, or this information with all those tags is now pulled through, and it's now saved in your system. So a similar one will be the child medical, another one that goes to staff, letting you know changes have been made against profiles is the child medical condition updated. So this one pulls through any new or updated medical conditions. So we have here, please note that parent name has updated the medical conditions for child name on Aimy as follows. We can change that one to follows, and then put colon there. So new condition, and what it will actually do is that new condition tag that you can see there will only pull through updated or new conditions. So if, for instance, a child has 4 medical conditions and only 2 of them are updated, only the 2 that are updated will be pulled through, just so you're not having to sift through which ones have actually changed and which ones have remained the same. All right, so we can also add, for instance, if we wanted to add the updated on, we are actually able to add that tag in there as well. Parent name, child name, all these tags. I think the only ones that aren't in here are staff name and updated on. But if we click preview, again, you'll see that it is addressed to the staff member. So there's not really the need to add the staff name in there. All right, so you can start building up the messages as you would like them. The next one is the new booking message for parent. Now for this one, you can see that there's spaces in between each of these. So the content, if we click preview, just to get an idea of what the email actually looks like here, it says, hi parent name, and you can see it's repeated here. Thank you for requesting a booking for your children at site name. Booking is currently pending, awaiting confirmation. The program manager of the site will contact you shortly to confirm your booking. If you need urgent confirmation of your booking, please contact site name on manager phone or manager email. And then it gives the details of the booking. Now for this one, what we're going to do is not so much change the tags that are available here, but actually just change the formatting of this one. So for instance, the start says hi parent name, but we've already got a parent's name in there automatically added to the template. So we're going to say, thank you for requesting a booking. This booking is currently pending, awaiting confirmation. I'm just going to bring that up to the same line over here, like that. The program manager on the site will contact you shortly confirming your booking. I'm going to bring, if you need urgent confirmation, bring that up. And just like this, you can adjust the formatting, removing spaces, adding spaces. And if you can see, if I click preview here, it actually now shows in paragraphs. If that's how you wanted to display it, again, you can customize the display as you would like. But again, that's just a way that you can change the formatting to make it look, I suppose, better for a parent when they receive it. Again, any changes, go ahead and click save. So the last couple are the new booking message for staff. So this is the new booking message for parent just lets a parent know when that their booking has been successful into the site and that it's waiting confirmation. New booking message for staff lets a staff member know that a booking has been made into the site and that it's pending and waiting confirmation, just so that they are aware and they don't miss any pending bookings. And then the last one is booking confirmed. This one goes to a parent, and this lets them know that their booking has been confirmed and their child can now show on site. So the message for this one that's default here is, we would thank you for booking your children at site name. We would like to let you know that your booking is confirmed and we look forward to having your children in our program. So if you wanted to make that more cater to your brand, chuck some, I suppose, friendly language, jargon, whatever you want to chuck in there, your little catchphrase, feel free to do that. And just personalize it to your business. So this is a very default, what we've got here is a very default stock templates. And again, you can customize them as you would like. So what I've shown you here is all the different notifications that you can actually customize. Now, one thing to note is that we have customized them at site level. So if you've got a number of sites, the most efficient way wouldn't be to go through site by site and actually update them. The most efficient way would be to go into, so we'll go to admin organizations to look at our organizational structure. So what I've done here is I've gone into client demo, which is the one that I've updated, and I have actually customized the notifications. Now, Aimy reads if the notifications at client demo is the same at Aimy head office, because if you change them at Aimy head office, that will change them through the structure. So the idea is that if you go to the top level of your head office, whatever that may be, and you adjust the custom notifications, then what it will do is it'll pull through all the to all the default ones. So any of them that haven't been changed, all the notifications. So there was one there that we didn't actually change. So I think we left a couple of them the same. The new booking message for parent, right? We changed the formatting of that one. New booking message for staff, that one remained the same. So for instance, if we changed the default at Aimy head office here, because it's the head office, it will pull down and change the default for this one. Now for the ones that we did change, so if I go back to our message, so for instance, we changed the formatting on this one and rearranged it. Now because that one is different to what the default was, it means that it won't actually update. But if we want all of these to match the default, so say we go ahead at head office and change the default, and we wanted all of the site levels to match that, but we changed them, we can just click reset to default, and that will automatically reset to the head office level. All right, so that's essentially how the different levels of the custom notifications work. The person who will automatically receive all the staff notifications will be the person that's inputted in our organizations page, admin organizations. We see here that we have the key contact person. So this email address here will be the one that automatically receives the parent profile updated notifications, the child medical condition update notifications, and the new booking message for staff notifications. So those ones will automatically go to this email address. If, for instance, you didn't want that email address to be receiving all those notifications, what you could actually do is put a less used email address or a less frequently checked one here, and that will actually allow you to set up a staff member, which then you have the ability to edit each individual permission for receiving. So I'll explain that in a second here. So again, this one receives default notifications. If we're going to jump over now to the notification subscription. So this is where you can actually decide who receives different notifications from Aimy. So if we go to admin, notification subscription, we'll see here that we have the ability to select our staff member. So say we will select here Aaron staff. Now, we can see Aaron here is set to automatically receive the new booking alert, child medical condition update, and profile update. So those are the three that Aaron receives. He's not set to receive any SMS messages and dashboard messages. He's actually set to receive all of those in dashboard form as well. Now, say for instance that Aaron here was the program manager and he needed to be receiving these emails, but he also actually we wanted him to be receiving the new booking alert on SMS, just in the case that that we have on our site a lot of people who book very last minute and we don't want to miss any bookings. We can actually set some of these notifications to be sent to Aaron or whoever by SMS. Now, again, it does charge. So we have talked about this. The SMSs do charge. We charge at 20 cents per text. But I suppose if it's an extra level of security, if you want to use it, you have the ability to. If not, you can leave these ones unchecked and no SMSs will go from the system. So it is worth going through here and taking a look at all your staff and just checking which ones they're set to receive. So for instance, test staff here may be a regular, just an on-site staff member who actually doesn't handle any of the profile updates, medical conditions, new booking alert. And so for instance, in this case, they won't receive any notifications around updates and any new bookings, just based on their need to receive them, I suppose. So again, what we said with the key contact be receiving those notifications, if at any point that key contact doesn't want to receive notifications, what they'll do is they'll replace the email address in their organizations. So they'll change the email address there to something else that won't, I suppose, spam them as such. And then what we can do here is if we go into staff management, now all we need to do is make sure that that person is either created at this level or linked to this level. And what that will allow is it means if they want to receive, so for instance, a head office person wants to receive the notifications for each of the sites, which isn't common, but I mean, if it's something that you want to do, then all we will do is we've actually done link staff as well. But if you go to link staff, you have the ability to take a staff from one site and link them to another. So all you would do is link a staff member that you want to receive notifications for to this site. So say, for instance, someone that's linked to this site would be, we actually don't at the moment, but say, for instance, we linked here driver demo, for example, to this site. We would just go into admin notification subscription, and then we would select driver demo. Okay, he's not showing because he's a driver, but for instance, Dean Payne here, and we would make sure that the settings are as we would like them. Yeah, so that's another thing to note, is that the driver actually doesn't have the ability to be subscribed to notifications here, just based on the fact that they won't need to. So it's actually staff members, admin, and program managers that have the ability to be subscribed to notifications. All right, and then lastly is the ability to access these. So the ability to access the notification subscription and custom notifications will usually only be used by an admin, just because the idea is that these will be set up by someone who ensures that they're correct for the top level, or just ensures that they're correct, and you don't want staff members being able to access this. So the way you can actually make sure that the right people are accessing this is if we go into staff management to check on the permissions, permission sets, and we go to Aaron's staff here, for example. The permission that actually allows them to access these would be this one over here. So organizations, site settings. So this ability here allows them to show or hide the site setup tabs in the organization page, which again includes all of those settings for key contact. So that's where that one will show up. Another one to note would be subscription, so notification subscription. So this one, and this one will allow them to firstly change the custom notifications, change the subscription, and then edit who is able to receive those default notifications set up as key contact person. All right, and so that's essentially everything around custom notifications, notification subscription, and making sure that the correct staff have access to these features.